Shot shaping, a really good thing to have it in your golf bag if you're out of position or you need to get yourself out of trouble. Well, in this video I'm going to show you the processes that I go through in order to hit that draw and that fade whenever I need it. So without further ado, let's go. This is Nick Does Golf. Hey golfers, and welcome back to another video here on my channel, Nick Does Golf. It's great to have you here for this one. Today I am talking all about how I manage to shape my shots whenever I am out of position or in trouble. So as you can see, I am in my usual spot where I do most of my videos, but this is a perfect scenario for me to have. There is a golf hole situated just behind this big conifer here, and I need to be able to hit a draw into it. So I'm going to show you exactly how I manage to hit a draw and the steps that you need to go through in order to be able to hit one yourself. So first of all, I need to weigh up exactly the kind of shot that I want. Do I want it going high with a bit of draw, or do I need it going in a bit lower? What are the problems up and around the green? How's the wind? Well, for example, at the minute there isn't much wind and there isn't much trouble around that hole over there. So we can just focus on hitting our mid-flight draw from here. So I would look to see where I need to start the ball and exactly how much turn I need to put on it. Then from there I can visualize the shot using my eyes and seeing the ball flight going into that target from there. Once I've done that, I can go into the golf ball. This is exactly how I would do it. So what I would do is, obviously I'm going to be aiming a little bit further out to the right. Make sure that the ball is situated a little bit further back than normal. This is going to encourage that inside root of the golf club. And what I'm going to do is, instead of closing the club face and making sure that it is shut, I'm just going to release my right hand in order to be able to get that draw spin, and I'm going to be shutting the club face down naturally with my hands. What you can do is you can obviously shut the club face at address, but that might mean that you're trying to manipulate it back to it being square. However, unless you've practiced it, it's going to feel very weird. So what I would recommend is you to just feel the shot as you go through the golf ball. So if you were to rotate a little bit more with your hands, you're going to see that draw spin, and obviously vice versa. If you're trying to hit a fade, you would obviously let the club face stay open a little bit longer. So I set up to the ball. My ball position is back. And then I'm going to really focus on coming from the inside and rotating those hands as I come through the golf ball. Another thing to really encourage it, just drop your right foot back a little bit. This again is going to encourage that club to track inside and really for you to be able to get that ball turning from right to left. So should we give it a go? Something just like that. So you can see that I really managed to stay inside with that club, and I rotated my hand as I went through the hitting zone. This is really going to encourage that right to left ball flight. Now we're going to move on to the fade. So for this scenario, we're going to be using these trees over here as our object that we need to get round, and we really need to focus on the fade that we're going to be putting on it to make sure we get round it. So what I would really focus on doing is pretty much doing the opposite of how I would play a draw. So again, starting on the line that I need it to be and how much the ball needs to bend going into that target. Realistically, this should be a little bit easier for you to hit. It's a more common shot that amateurs play. So let's dive in and take a look. So what I would do is I would really focus on aiming left. My shoulders, hips and knees and feet are all going to be aiming left at the target. Because I find it a little bit more difficult, I wouldn't say difficult, but it's not my natural shot, I would open the face a fraction just to really encourage me to hit across that golf ball. I'm going to be putting the ball position forwards because that's going to encourage me to come across the golf ball, again manipulating that slice, and then I'm just going to hold it off a little bit longer than I would for a normal golf shot. So, should we see how he gets on? Yeah, why not? Wow, so there's a bit of wind up there, fortunately coming off the right, but as you can see it did fade a little bit, so not too disheartened with that. I'm sure it'd be pretty much around the green, so we try and get up and down from there, but you can sort of see the opposites and how they work. For me, I find it a little bit easier just to open that face a little bit more, just to really encourage with that fade. Find the combination that works for you. It might be easy for you to hit a fade with a neutral club face because that is your natural shot, and you might need to manipulate it with that club face for a draw. Find what works for you. I'm sure you'll reap the benefits if you do practice this. If you found that video useful, hit the like button, ding, and leave a comment down below. Let me know, how do you play these shots, your draw or your fade? I would love to know how you go about executing these shots consistently and getting the results that you want. If you've enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button down below. I'd really appreciate it, as you can help me grow on my YouTube channel, and I'd love to have you on board with it. Check out some of my other videos and make sure you look at my social media platforms. I'm on Instagram, Twitter and TikTok, and keep up to date with the videos that are coming and what I'm getting up to currently. So make sure you work on them. Thanks very much for watching, and see you all on the next one.